monitor shoppers. I'm Rita Foley.
And I'm Ed Donahue, AP News.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
This is Deborah Hobson, Director of Infection Prevention. To help prevent disease, wash your hands. As you touch people, surfaces, and objects throughout the day, you accumulate germs on your hands. In turn, you can infect yourself with these germs by touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Washing your hands frequently can help limit the transfer of germs that causes illness. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
On New Year's Eve, December 31st, American Family Insurance, along with Healthy Dent County and the Salem Area Chamber of Commerce, will be holding a New Year's Eve ball at 1200 West Fowler Road at the Salem Community Center at the Armory. Tickets are on sale now, and you must be 21 years of age or older to attend. Individual tickets are $55, or a couple can pay $100. Each ticket includes dinner, dessert bar, midnight toast, the ball drop, party favors, as well as music from the band The Misfires and DJ Cray. Get your tickets today at the Healthy Dent County office or the Salem Area Chamber of Commerce office. So come on out and ring in 2024 of the New Year's Eve ball, December 31st, at the Salem Community Center at the Armory. This ad has been paid for by the Dent County Tourism Tax Committee.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Outside our studios, we have sunny skies and windy conditions. Winds out of the north-northwest at about 15 miles per hour. They do gust as high as 34 miles per hour. Well, now let's look at that forecast. We'll be sunny. Our high temperature will be near 40, probably more around 39 or so. Winds will continue out of the northwest anywhere from 15 to 18 miles per hour with gusts as high as 34 miles per hour. And our wind chill value out there as low as 23 degrees. Skies will be clear tonight. Our low temperature will be around 15 degrees tonight, and northwesterly winds will be 5 to 14 miles per hour, becoming southerly after midnight. Winds could gust as high as 21 miles per hour. Tomorrow should be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 44 degrees. Southerly winds will be 5 to 15 miles per hour with gusts as high as 22 miles per hour, and our wind chill value tomorrow as low as 7 degrees. Then tomorrow night should be mostly cloudy with a low around 29. Southerly winds tomorrow night will be 15 to 20 miles per hour with gusts as high as 30 miles per hour. And our wind chill value tomorrow night is low as 18 degrees. Wednesday will be partly sunny, and our high temperature should be near 54 degrees. Winds will be out of the south Wednesday, 13 to 16 miles per hour with gusts as high as 24 miles per hour. Skies will be mostly cloudy Wednesday night and Thursday, with a low Wednesday night around 35 and a high Thursday around 55. Thursday night, we do have a chance of showers with mostly cloudy skies, low around 40 degrees. Then Friday, a chance of showers with mostly cloudy skies and high temperature near 53. Will be mostly cloudy Friday night with a chance of showers and a low temperature around 43 degrees. Then Saturday, a chance of showers with mostly cloudy skies and high near 55. We still have a chance of showers in the forecast for Saturday night with mostly cloudy skies, low around 45 degrees. And Sunday, showers are likely on Sunday with mostly cloudy skies and a high temperature near 58 degrees. And that is your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
As Jim and I hauled the perfectly sculpted Scotch pine still in net wrap through the back door and into the living room, I was overwhelmed with memories of cedar trees, cut down with a hatchet and decorated lovingly with old Christmas ornaments and silver tinsel. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. One memory must be nearly 50 years old. My sister Debbie and I were playing with new toys on the floor at Grandma and Grandpa's house in front of a warm morning stove. We were happy as could be with Rudolph in all its black and white splendor on the television set, the anticipation of a visit from Santa Claus, and the possibility of seeing reindeer tracks in the snow in the yard. We were happy little farm girls. We'd played hard with our cousins at our other grandparents earlier in the day, our cheeks still rosy from hours spent outdoors sled riding and throwing snowballs. I'm sure most of you have special Christmas memories too. Data from the Association of Statisticians of American Religious Bodies, which conducts a U.S. religion census every 10 years, points out that more than 75% of Americans identify as Christians. The U.S. has the largest Christian population in the world, with around 280 million. An old cartoon is once again making its way around social media platforms this Christmas season. The cartoon is a drawing of 3 children sitting in a hallway outside the principal's office, apparently waiting to go inside to face the music for whatever misdeed had been committed. The text balloons above the heads of these innocents tell the story. The first one, I said the SH word. The second, I said the F word. And the third child said, I said Christmas. Sadly, this cartoon reflects how many of us see American culture today. I don't think tolerance should apply only to non-Christians. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and that's my 2 cents.
The Missouri Department of Agriculture is reminding livestock producers to be on the lookout for black vultures. The aggressive birds are affecting livestock operations and are spreading across the state. Missouri livestock producers have been facing the issue for years.
What most people don't realize is the black vulture is very aggressive. But first calf heifers seem to be what we had the biggest problem with. Our older cows seem to be able to fight them off more.
There are resources available.
APHIS 100%, the USDA APHIS and their representatives. I'd say as soon as you think you have an issue, get in the process, get a hold of USDA APHIS. Make sure you do it the right way, go through the process. It's as simple as a phone call, and I would just say just reach out to them and get that done and be proactive.
The USDA, Missouri Department of Agriculture, and MU Extension stand ready to help livestock producers in the fight against black vultures. Start the process at agriculture.mo.gov. That's agriculture.mo.gov.
This is St. Louis Blues broadcaster Chris Kerber inviting you to follow all the exciting action of St. Louis Blues hockey this season. If you can't make it to the game, the next best thing is being there listening here on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO Radio in Salem, Missouri. Your radio home for the St. Louis Blues.
Direct cash cattle trade is quiet and cash hawks are higher at midday. Hello, I'm Megan Grebner with the Brownfield Livestock Market Report, brought to you by the National Cattlemen's Beef Association. Onward to Orlando. CattleCon 24 is just around the corner. Register today at convention.ncba.org. Direct cash cattle business is off to its typically quiet start to the week. Buyers and sellers are preparing for the week ahead, and bids and asking prices have yet to be established. Significant trade volumes likely going to be delayed until midweek or later. This week is full of insight at the end of the week as to the direction of the cattle market in 2024 with Thursday's livestock slaughter report and Friday's on-feed numbers. The majority of business in the North last week took place on Wednesday and Thursday with dress deals mostly at $267 to $268. That's $2 to $3 lower than the prior week's weighted average basis in Nebraska. Live deals in the South held out until Friday with business at mostly $170, about $1 lower than the previous week's weighted averages. Boxed beef is mixed at midday with light to good demand for moderate offerings. Choice down $256 at $289.08. Select is $247 higher at $263.29. In Iowa last week, steers and heifers were steady. Feeder steers were $8 to $12 higher. Feeder heifers were $6 to $10 higher. Receipts are down on the week and nearly steady on the year. Medium and large on feeder steer, 602 to 649 pounds, brought $235 to $276. Feeder steer, 752 to 799 pounds, brought $215 to $235. Medium and large on feeder heifer, 650 to 697 pounds, brought $200 to $243.50. Cash hogs are higher at midday with fairly light negotiated purchases. Processors are starting off the day a little more aggressive in their procurement efforts. With Friday's quarterly hogs and pigs report and the long holiday weekend ahead, it's a strong possibility the bulk of the week's business happens early. Packers continue to drive prices, though, without much resistance as there are ample supplies of market-ready hogs and production efficiency remains high. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are $1 lower than the last reported test, and pork values are sharply higher at midday, up $2.53 at $86.86. Picnics jumped nearly $20 to start the day. Bellies and hams were both higher. Butts, loins, and ribs were weak to sharply lower. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
Put a frog in boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in cool water and slowly heat it up, that frog will boil. As veterans, we tell ourselves the lie that we can handle anything. We let the water boil. You are not a frog. If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach. Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Some people won't give you the real talk on drugs, but it's time we know the facts. Fentanyl is killing people. It's a powerful opioid, often made illegally and commonly mixed with illicit drugs. It can even be pressed into counterfeit pills that resemble prescription medications. Just 2 milligrams, about the size of a few grains of sand, can potentially be lethal. This isn't an ad to scare you, but it is an ad to make you think twice. Get the facts. Go to realdealonfentanyl.com. This message is brought to you by the Ad Council.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary Midday Livestock Report. It is now time to take a look at updated funeral announcements and being brought to you by the Salvation Army Dent County Service Unit at the Salem Community Center at the Armory, located 1200 West Rolla Road in Salem. Bell ringers are out every weekend through Christmas, and a number of counter kettles are located in town. Join the Salvation Army in making a difference in your neighborhood and your community. For more information about the Salvation Army in Dent County, call 573-729-8163. The Salvation Army, doing the most good. Betty Lou Grayson of Rolla passed away December 13th at the age of 79 years. Graveside services for Betty Lou Grayson will be today at 1 o'clock at the Goodall Cemetery in Jerome, Missouri. And all arrangements for Betty Lou Grayson of Rolla are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Rolla. Oleta Edwards of Tulsa, Oklahoma, formerly of Salem, passed away December 1st at the age of 91 years. Funeral services for Oleta Edwards will be Tuesday, December 19th at 11 a.m. in the morning at the Salem Chapel of James Gar Mortuary. Visitation will also be Tuesday from 10 o'clock until service time at 11. Entry will be at the North Lawn Cemetery. Memorials are suggested to your church or your favorite charity, or take the flowers to someone who might enjoy them. And all arrangements for Oleta Edwards, formerly of Salem, are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Salem. Louis Amburn, age 77, of Raymondville, passed away December 15th. A visitation will be held Tuesday, December 19th, from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Fox Funeral Home in Licking. And all arrangements for Louis Amburn are under the direction of the Fox Funeral Home of Licking. David Leon Avery, age 70, of Salem, passed away Monday, December 11th in Salem. Celebration of life for David Avery will be at 6:30 Wednesday, December 20th at Big Rock Candy Mountain. And all arrangements for David Leon Avery of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Ernest Hunter passed away Sunday, December 17th in Houston, Missouri at the age of 90 years. Funeral services for Ernest Hunter will be Thursday, December 21st at 11 o'clock at the Salem Chapel of James Gar Mortuary. Visitation for family and friends of Ernest Hunter will also be on Thursday from 9 a.m. until service time at 11. Entry will be in the Green Forest Cemetery. And all arrangements for Ernest Hunter of Salem are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of the Salvation Army Dent County Service Unit that reminds everyone 2 big kettles will continue to serve Dent County from Country Mart and Walmart. Remember, the money you donate to your local service unit stays in Salem to help with those in emergencies, and those down on their luck. Help us fill the red kettles this year and help your neighbors. The Salvation Army, doing the most good.
This Christmas, when you put money in a Salvation Army kettle, expect change. Expect homes and hearts to be warmed. Expect empty stomachs and hungry souls to be fed. Expect need and despair to be transformed by hope and joy. Whether you give at our kettles or at salvationarmyusa.org, expect your contributions to change lives. The Salvation Army, doing the most good.
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU's Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU's Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The Salem Memorial District Hospital Board of Directors will be meeting Tuesday evening at the hospital library at 5 o'clock for a special closed session meeting with Special Counsel John Hammonds before holding their regular meeting at 6 o'clock. In the regular meeting, the board will hear from interim CEO Jason Edwards as he gives his report, which will be followed by the summary of operations and statistics for the month of November, discussion on the 340B drug program, hearing the Chief of Nursing report, and the board will be updated on human resources. After the marketing and community relations report, the board will get an update on the state and match funding for capital improvements before getting an update on the hospital strategic plan. The board may hear new business before going into closed session. The hospital board meeting, the regular meeting that is on Tuesday evening, is open to the public. The Denton County Commissioners met this morning at the courthouse. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson was not in attendance due to a family matter, but did call in his report. Denton County Clerk Angie Curlew appointed 1st District Commissioner Wes Mowbray as the acting presiding commissioner for the meeting. In the road report, Commissioner Mowbray said rock would be added and grading would be done on Denton County Road 6460, while only grading would be done on County Road 6400 and 6220. He said brush would be cut on County Road 2480 and a new grader blade was being installed on Dent County Grader number 39. District 2 Commissioner Gary Polk reported rock would be added and grading would be done on County Road 4030, while only grading would be done on County Roads 4020 and 4380. He said brush would be cut on County Roads 3020 and 3030. Presiding Commissioner Larson said at the Transportation Advisory Committee meeting last Thursday, the Route TT Bridge over Crooked Creek near Sligo was voted the top priority in the Merrimack region, capturing 83 votes. Scoping for this project was in the latest 5-year STIP, and this vote reinforces the need for the bridge improvement to occur. Larson said the Hoosiaw Creek Bridge on Highway 32 at Boss came in first in the medium priority category with 31 votes. County Clerk Angie Curlew said she bounced with the treasurer on all monthly accounts for November. She also said vendors need to submit their invoices to the county by noon December 28th to be paid this year. No bills can be paid by the county in January except for payroll until the budget is approved. The next meeting of the commission will be Thursday at 9 o'clock at the courthouse, and the meeting will be open to the public. The Salem Already Board of Education regular meeting was held last Thursday at the district administrating offices. The board recognized Alex Deal for making All-State in cross country, finishing 30th, which qualified him for the All-State status. Superintendent Lynn Reed said the construction trades building shell will be virtually completed by Friday, with the other minor improvements to be made in January. Assistant Superintendent Nathan Wills said the annual progress report shows Salem already needs improvement in English language arts, mathematics, and attendance, but the report has not been released to the public. Wills said the water testing continues at the school for lead, and the school is in the middle of mitigation with the next testing to be done in mid-January. After reports from the building principals and athletic director Clay Moody, the board discussed the list of capital improvements the school needs, and the list came to 27 items totaling $7.1 million. Not all of the items on the list are critical, but a number of them will need to be addressed soon before further deterioration. The board discussed a bond to get these repairs made, as well as the residential balance amount on the FEMA addition to the upper elementary. The board agreed to a $6 million bond issue, would cover much of the needed work, and passed a resolution calling for a bond election for the school district for the April election. If passed, the increase in the debt service levy would be additional 34 cents on top of the current 45 cents for 79 cents total per $100 assessed valuation. It was also brought out in the discussion that the school's proposed purchase of the SBU building is contingent on the passing of the bond. The board also talked about how the district would be able to afford keeping the teachers' salaries competitive at the $38,000 mark that this year is being subsidized by the state, and that would only be an operating tax levy increase. This also would help cover expenses at the school that continue to rise. The board discussed the amount of a permanent increase they thought would be needed, and finally decided on asking the voters to pass an additional 90 cents operating tax levy. This would raise about an additional $700,000 for the school's general revenue fund. The board passed the resolution calling for the election in the April election of increasing the district's operating tax levy from $2.75 per $100 assessed valuation by 90 cents to $3.65 per $100 assessed valuation. They also passed a resolution authorizing the appropriation of not more than $115,000 for the purpose of prepaying a portion of the district's outstanding general obligation bonds on or other actions in connection with that payment. The board approved the job description of the Director of Operations position that would deal with mostly non-academic issues, approved the FFA out-of-state trip, and approved the revised FEMA building design at the upper elementary school. The board tabled the CEP for the high school, and the January meeting date will be January 18th. The board accepted the resignation of Christy Steelman as freshman and middle school volleyball coach before going into closed session. Filings are continuing for the City of Salem Board of Aldermen and mayoral positions through December 26. As of Thursday, here is the list of candidates who have signed up to run for the East and West Ward Alderman positions and for mayor. For mayor, incumbent Greg Parker has refiled, and he's being challenged by Lisa Elliott, Grover Whitley, and Eddie Fleetwood. For the East Ward Alderman seat, incumbent Kayla Cisco has filed, as has James Vance. And for the West Ward Aldermanic position, Catherine Dent and Richard LaBrash have filed. To file for the mayor's position, you must be at least 25 years of age, have lived in Salem for at least 1 year at the time of the election, and must be current on all taxes owed and up to date on all utility payments. Those who want to file for an aldermanic seat, there is a $25 filing fee. You must be at least 21 years of age, must have lived in Salem in the ward for which you are running for at least 1 year at the time of the election, and must be current on all taxes owed and up to date on all utility payments. Sign-ups are held at the City Administration Building at 400 North Iron Street. If you have any questions, contact City Clerk Tammy Kohler at 729-5211. Ozark River Solid Waste Management District recognized outstanding achievements in solid waste management at its annual award ceremony December 5th at the St. James Senior Center. Individuals, organizations, and businesses recognized were Loretta Peterman, Chris Pasalacqua with Junkyard Technology, the Rolla Mission, the St. James Caring Center, Ziegenbein Sanitation, Catherine Hawes, and Patrick Stites. Ozark River Solid Waste Management District Chairman Troy Porter said the Ozark River Solid Waste Management District is proud to recognize people and businesses that take it upon themselves to help protect our resources and environment by recycling, reusing, and repurposing. He wanted to note that by honoring these people, they feel their efforts are worthwhile and also encourages others to participate. Recognized this year was Chris Pasalacqua, owner of Technology Junkyard in Salem, who was recognized in the category of business for establishing a full-service electronics and technology service center where he refurbishes, repurposes, and resells computers and computer components. He works with local scrappers to handle the hazardous materials and properly dispose of those items that cannot be reused. Pasalacqua was nominated by Dent County Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson. That has been a look at local news that was brought to you by SBU Salem campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem campus, contact admission counselor Chris Welch today at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
And just inside of half court, bang! Bang! At the buzzer! He climbed the elevator, caught it with two hands, and pushed it on the way down. Scooped up, thrown up, off the backboard and in, and Missouri wins!
This is your radio home for Mizzou basketball.
The Bragging Rights Trophy is coming to Como, folks.
The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Run out to the rim, and he flushed it.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
You'll find these great deals on a holiday gift guide at K&H Auto Supply, including a Performance Tool 2-pack hybrid handle knife set for $19.99, Performance Tool LED work light for only $11.99, and Titan magnetic pickup tool for $5.99. Happy holidays from K&H Auto Supply here in Salem.
Park City. Yeah, Park City. Park City.
MFA Agri-Services of Salem would like to wish each and every one a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. MFA would like to remind you to shop local and make time to share the holidays with your families. And may you experience true enjoyment. MFA Agri-Services would like to thank everyone for their continued patronage over the years and look forward to serving you in the future.
Do you love Christmas? Do you go overboard decorating your house or business for the holiday season? Townscreen is holding their first ever Christmas decorating contest. Show off your Christmas spirit and enter your display at townscreen.com for a chance to win a 2-night stay at Echo Bluff Lodge. The prize includes a $50 restaurant voucher to use during your stay at the park. You can send pictures or videos, but all entries must be submitted by Christmas Eve to townscreen.com. Merry Christmas from Townscreen.
It is now time to take a look at local and regional sports, being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Salem boys basketball Tiger teams were swept Friday at Camden as the freshman team lost 51-30. The JV lost 52-46, and the varsity fell by the score of 58-48. Hayden Sanders led the varsity Tigers with 11 points, followed by Landon Richter and Caden Gately, who each scored 10 points. The Salem freshmen fall to 3-4. The JV are now 6-1, and the varsity Tigers are 3-4. All three teams will be at Sullivan Tuesday, starting with the freshman game at 4. The JV will follow with the varsity contest beginning close to 6:30. You can hear the varsity match on KSMO Radio, starting with Tiger Talk and Coach Jared Patterson on KSMO Radio and audio streamed on KSMO Media. Tonight at the Bunker High School gym, the Eagles will be hosting a tribute to Mel Ritter, who passed away unexpectedly earlier this year. Ritter was a big part of the Bunker sports scene and community for years. The tribute will be after the boys' JV game and before the Lady Eagles varsity game with Viburnum. KSMO Media and Video stream the games and the tribute on the KSMO YouTube page, KSMO Stream Facebook page, and KSMO Radio.com starting just before 5 o'clock. Jordan Cairo had a goal and 2 assists, and Colton Pyrenko scored the overtime winner as the St. Louis Blues beat Dallas Saturday night by the score of 4-3. Brennan Saad and Kevin Hayes also scored for the Blues, who will be in Tampa Bay Tuesday. The game will be on KSMO, but delayed until 8:30 after Salem basketball. The Missouri basketball Tigers fell to Seton Hall Sunday 93-87 in Kansas City to fall to 7-4 in the year. Tamara Bates led Missouri with 22 points. The Tigers will play Illinois Friday night at 7:30 on KSMO Radio. The Kansas City Chiefs beat the New England Patriots Sunday 27-17 to go to 9-5 on the year. Patrick Mahomes was 27 of 37 passing with 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. The Chiefs will play the Las Vegas Raiders Christmas Day. And that has been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. It wasn't pretty, but the Chiefs got the job done in New England, beating the Patriots 27-17. Patrick Mahomes picked off twice, one on a pass that went right through the hands of Kadarius Toney. Harrison Butker missed his first kick of the year, but they made enough plays, got off to a fast start in the second half, outscoring the Patriots 13-0 in the third. Patrick has never lost 3 straight games.
Losing 3 straight in this league, really puts you in a tough spot, and we scored points early. Defense shut the door, kind of like they've been doing these last few weeks. We're playing the Raiders. We're playing great football coming up, so we have to continue to learn and improve.
Chiefs play the Raiders on Christmas at noon. The Mizzou men lost to Seton Hall in Kansas City 93-87. The Tigers made a late charge. They were down 19 with just under 6 minutes to play. They tried another comeback like they did in Minnesota. Tamar Bates led Mizzou with 22. The Tigers have dropped 2 straight. They'll play Illinois on Friday in St. Louis. Dennis Gates.
So we got to get back on track, be able to get out there and play the game that we love, the game that our guys love, and we have a tough opponent.
The Mizzou women trailed by 10 in the second quarter at Illinois, but they pulled out a 69-66 win. Robin Pinchton's team gets to 8-4 with their first road win of the season.
Certainly, this was a game that's, means a lot to a lot of people with it being a border war. But honestly, this game was about proving something to ourselves, and that was the mindset. And I thought they maintained great resiliency for 40 minutes.
The Blues are 2-0 under interim coach Drew Bannister after their 4-3 overtime win over the Dallas Stars. Jordan Cairo, who was booed earlier in the week, scored a goal and 2 assists. Coach Bannister.
He looked like an elite player in the league. He was tracking down pucks, winning wall battles. Just every time he touched the puck, he was dangerous. I thought he was outstanding.
Let's see you look outstanding on the ice or in the snow. Driving CMVs during the winter is no joke. Remember, always be cautious, be prepared, and be safe. Simple actions save lives. Brought to you by Show Me Zero. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
If you or someone you know is experiencing a mental health, suicide, or substance use crisis, call, text, or chat 988 for free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, trained crisis specialists will listen to your concerns, provide support, and get you the help you need. There is hope. The Lifeline works. For 24/7 confidential support, just call, text, or chat 988. A message from the Missouri Department of Mental Health.
The holiday season is right around the corner, so give the gift that's hard to wrap but easy to give. Give them a Stihl. With powerful trimmers, blowers, and chainsaws to place under the tree, the Stihl Holiday Gift Guide has something for everyone. Save $20 on the BGA 57 battery-powered blower. Visit your local Stihl dealer or go to stihlusa.com/gift guide. Real Stihl. Find yours. Now $179.99 was $199.99 MSRP. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Office. Country Mart in Salem is your party central. They have a great assortment of fresh fruit baskets, or if you need, meat and cheese trays, party sandwich trays, as well as fresh fruit and cheese trays available. Plus, perfect for small gatherings, they have a fresh smoked turkey breast that will serve 6 to 8 people. Country Mart asks that you please pre-order your party trays and fresh smoked turkey breast. Call 729-3455. Happy holidays from your friends at Country Mart, Highway 32, 72 East in Salem, here to help you save.
And just inside of half court, bang! Bang! At the buzzer! He climbed the elevator, caught it with 2 hands, and pushed it on the way down. Scooped up, thrown up, off the backboard and in, and Missouri wins!
This is your radio home home for Mizzou basketball.
The bragging rights trophy is coming to Como, folks.
The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Run out to the rim, and he flushed it.
Jet Tire and Auto has a wide selection of tires and wheels in stock and can special order any tires you may need. They are also a full-service auto repair shop serving the Salem and surrounding areas, offering a variety of services from alignments to oil changes to bumper-to-bumper checks as well as UTV services. Jet Tire and Auto also does state inspections and emission tests. Check out their website for all the services they offer at jettireandauto.com, and don't forget to like them on Facebook. For more information or questions, call 729-3650 or stop by 800 South Park Street in Salem.
And now a message from Puffs Plus Lotion Tissues. Ordinary tissues can leave you with a red nose, so choose Puffs Plus Lotion for all of your blows. Puffs have lotion to soothe sensitive skin, so you can wipe without wincing. It's a win-win. Puffs have cushiony thickness, which brings relief too, so the days of sore red noses are gone and through. When you're after soothing softness, a nose in need deserves Puffs indeed.
Stay right here on KSMO Radio. We've got Missouri Net News coming up shortly. And then after the top of the 1 o'clock hour, I'll be back with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Wofford & Wofford Plumbing can solve all of your septic problems. They have an electric sewer machine and camera to help locate and solve septic problems. Plus, they can handle all new construction, residential, and commercial plumbing as well as repairs. Wofford & Wofford Plumbing. Call the office at 729-0014 and they can get you taken care of.
Hi, this is St. Louis Blues broadcaster Chris Kerber, and I want you to follow all the exciting action of the St. Louis Blues right here this season on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO Radio in Salem, Missouri. They've been one of the longest-running St. Louis Blues affiliates, and if you can't make it to the game, the next best thing is listening right here. It's KSMO Radio in Salem, Missouri, your radio home for the St. Louis Blues hockey.
On behalf of Carrie Patton and the entire staff at Town & Country Bank, we wish you a Christmas season filled with joy and good cheer. We thank you for your business and wish you a prosperous new year filled with good health and happiness. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from your locally owned Town & Country Bank, member FDIC.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out, but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
With news on Missouri Net, I'm Marshall Griffin. Missouri Congressman Sam Graves has a major role in overseeing the nation's riverways and harbors. He's chairman of the House Transportation and Infrastructure Committee, which is now considering the Water Resources Development Act of 2024. At a hearing last week, Shane Kinney of the Coalition to Protect the Missouri River testified on behalf of business and agriculture interests using the river.
WRDA 2020 authorized the Lower Missouri River Flood Resiliency Study, which is allowing our region to take a new look at flood control along the Missouri River. This study is going to focus on local solutions and increase resiliency of flood control on the Missouri River. It's critical that stakeholders begin to see progress, which is why passing a WRDA bill in 2024 is absolutely critical.
Missouri's life expectancy increased last year by 0.6 of a year to 75.4 years in 2022. That's still below pre-pandemic levels of 77.4. This is Missouri Net.